Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Wow, we've got to talk about the flopples and Christmas time. There's already PR about that. They haven't even received an invitation, and I thought he was all about his grandchildren, and we called him and gave him Zoom calls of the children. Yeah, whatever. So I've got my Christmas lights on and I've got my Christmas oracles out. We're going to see what's happening with Christmas. We're going to ask, has an invitation been sent out? And then we'll go from there if yes or no and what's going on. All right, so I'm using, for the first time ever, this is the cutest deck ever. It's called Winter Forest Frequencies, and it's more of an oracle card. So we'll see what the oracles are around for the royal family for Christmas time. Absolutely cute, beautiful deck. Brand new, has all the little forest creatures with a nice Christmas theme and nice watercolor, done by a lady in Denmark. So we're going to be using that. And then I have the Lenormand Christmas Oracle. And this is a deck from Russia. And it's actually just got all kind of nice Victorian Christmassy kind of stuff going on. So we're going to use both of those. And let's get to it. So the first thing I want to do is let's do the Oracle card around the Christmas for the royals overall. What is Christmas looking like right now overall for the royals? And then we'll get into, has an invitation been extended, that kind of thing. So I'm using the Winter Forest Creatures. What a cute, beautiful little deck. And I got it on Etsy, and what a fabulous lady she was. And you see the goodies I got. Sent me a tea bag and some mints and just a bunch of little extras, and really nice to deal with. All right, so let's get started. 3 cards for the general energies of what's going on for the royal family right now. What's the energies around Christmas right now for the royal family? What's the energies around Christmas right now? Okay, grace. Oh, yeah, of course. Be gentle with yourself. There's no need to push your way forward. Relax and know that spirit has your back, and that's the deer spirit. Tranquility. Oh, I like that. Fall to the ground without making a sound, yet the entire landscape is transformed and made beautiful by my presence. You might be surprised at what happens when you allow the spirit of stillness to touch your inner world in some way. And this is the snowflake spirit. And you know what? That's your never complain, never explain, isn't it? The silent. So I think they're just going to handle everything with grace and tranquility. What's the third one? Meaning. As I take time to contemplate my journey, I find deep purpose in all things I've seen throughout the year. Likewise, allow your experience to teach you, and let the wisdom you've gained lead you forward to renewed joy, passion, and excitement for what's yet to come. The great horned owl spirit. But you know who this is? This is Queen Elizabeth. Her wisdom is coming down on them. And interesting, you saw me mix them up. We have 40, 44, 43, 42. What are those chances? I think that is exactly what the royal family is going to do. They're going to act with grace, never complain, never explain, stay silent, and I think they are going to go with the wisdom of Queen Elizabeth, and they're just going to carry on, keep calm, and carry on. I didn't even need to pull cards to know that, but I guess that's just confirming that with me. This just as the underlying is the fairies, elemental magic. Even though we're tiny and often remain unseen, we're no less powerful. The greatest magic often lies hidden in the little things. Be sure to notice them and rejoice in the wonders that filled your heart with delight when you were once just a wee one yourself. Fairies. I wonder if that's the 2 children. Maybe they're just just figments of somebody's imagination. I don't know. Could be. All right, let's get to the reading. Wow. So yeah, you know what? We're not going to see anything from the royal family about, they're not going to react. And it's going to just be the same old, and good for them. Steady as a rock, steady as a rock. That's what they need. Their people want to know. Yeah, everybody wants to see action and everything. But you know what? Christmas isn't time to strip titles, and you know what? We just won't invite you. We're just going to handle this with grace, and we're just not going to invite you. And then there's no drama. There's nothing going on. So let's see. Let's ask, was there an invitation sent out? Yes or no? I think it's too early for invitations, don't you? It was an invitation sent out. Was an invitation sent out to Harry and Meghan? Was an invitation sent out to Mary and Hagen? To the Flopples? Was an invitation sent out? Was an invitation sent out? Cards are ready. Ooh, interesting cut. Oh, the key. The key. The birds. The tower. The coffin. And the heart. I'm going to say no, because the coffin is here. And the birds are both more or less negative cards. I'm thinking the book, the star, and the ring. You know what? I think that with the ring here, look at the two children. I wonder if an invitation was sent out, but you have to bring the children. Oh, there's the letter. Oh, and the child. And the clover. And if you look, let me back this up. I didn't realize how big these cards were. They're massive. Let me back this up. I didn't realize how big these cards. Sorry. I'm sorry. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think, look at that. That could even be like an olive branch here on the friend. I think the invitation was sent out, but you have to bring the children. Because even on this clover are the children, a boy and a girl. Even on this ring are two children, two little redhead children. But they're on the coffin. The children are on the coffin. Happy New Year. I think we have the letter. The letter is here. Now we don't have the messenger. We don't have the messenger that sent the message. So maybe they're thinking of sending a message. Or maybe they know the children have to be invited, that children have to come. I wonder if they're going to be invited last minute, but you have to bring the children. And then, of course, Harry and Meghan are going to say, we weren't invited because they can't bring the children. Let's do a yes or no. Was there an invitation, but you have to bring the children? Well, of course, it's Christmas. The children have to be present. The tower. I don't know. The key again. The key is the children, the anchor, and the house. Oh, you know what? The key is they don't have a house there. The key is they don't have an anchor. They don't have a house to go to. The key is they don't have a house to go to. So are they going to ask Charles for a place at Kensington Palace? Are they going to ask Charles for, because then they would automatically have, security, wouldn't they? The key, will they ask Charles for a place at Kensington Palace? Will they ask Charles for a place at Kensington Palace? Will they ask Charles for a place at Kensington Palace? Ooh, interesting cut. Ooh, the mountain. That's the issue. That's the issue. The lady. The man. Oh, and they're not looking at each other. They got their backs to, and there's the children. Oh my God. Oh my God. They are not in agreement. Their backs are to each other. Now, if they would have come out this way, they're looking at each other. They come out this way, their backs are to each other. And look at that. The children. And the ring. Oh, the mountain is an obstacle. They've got obstacles here. The obstacle is the children and the ring, and they're not in agreement. That's a huge that mountain is a huge obstacle. Huge obstacle. You can't move a mountain. You have to find a way to either climb over it or move around it. So the obstacle is they're not in agreement, and the children and the ring. So let's ask the cards, will they go? Will they eventually go? Will they eventually go for Christmas? I can't see the invite going out with William and Catherine. Like, I just can't see that. Or maybe they're, like I said, but look at that, showed up Grace. Maybe it would be gracious to invite them, wouldn't it? But if you put on enough conditions, you know that they're going to say no. Will they show up at Sandringham for Christmas? Will they show up in, well, let's just ask the UK. Will they show up? Will Harry and Meghan and the children show up in the UK for Christmas? Will they show up in the UK for Christmas? Will Harry and Meghan and the children show up in the UK for Christmas? Cards are ready. Well, there's the child. The lucky one, so maybe one. The birds. There'll be lots of PR, lots of talk before then. Crossroads, even they haven't decided. A friend, the dog, and the fox. What's the underlying? Oh, messenger. Messenger. On top of the crossroads. I think we're going to hear a lot about it in the papers before, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will. House, lilies, or bouquet and lilies. I think they might say we just prefer to stay at home. Coffin, moon, mountain, no, they're not going to show up. And the bear, no, they're not going to show up. They're going to say, oh, we got too much work here to do. We got too many other things to destroy and flopple. No, and you know what? The fox and the child. If you know anything about Lenormand, the fox and the child and the mountain. There's something about a child they can't get over there. And it's going to be Meghan, the mama bear. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. The mama bear is going to be the one who decides it. Wow, there you go. That's what's going on. The royal family's going to act in grace, and it would be gracious to invite them. And but they put on the conditions so much so that they know they'll say no. Brilliant. They'll say no. They'll say no. But we're going to see a lot in the papers about that. We're going to see a lot in the media before that. And Harry and Meghan are going to make it sound like it's completely their decision not to. And it's because they can't provide a child in the fox. Something going on with one of the children. That's a big obstacle on top of the coffin and the moon. Wow. All right. Well, thank you for spending this time with me, and I sure appreciate you. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.